Hey Scorpio, welcome to your love and romance reading for August 2020. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. I know a lot of you like to check out your Venus sign when it comes to love and romance. So we're going to see what's happening the month ahead for you guys using our lovely little mermaid deck here, going with our summer mermaid theme. And we're going to jump right on in here, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you guys are not into love readings, you don't even know why you're watching this reading, you're sick of all of us tarot readers and love readings. If you're new here, every week I do a weekly forecast where I focus on everything but love. So you might want to check that out, my darlings. That could be helpful to some of you. All right, so your first card here is the World. This is really, really positive. Really positive. First and foremost, it is a major arcana card. So the way that I read, when I receive major arcana cards in my reading, it tells me that you're coming into a new chapter in your life. It also tells me that if it's coming up in a love reading, that you're dealing with a significant soulmate, that you all agreed to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. So the World card, some of you have finally, completely, once and for all, are done and out of the energy and the healing that you needed to go through to heal from a very, very toxic relationship that probably most of you thought at one point was the twin flame, which was a false twin flame or a shadow flame that was really kind of here to try to keep you from reaching your healing. And you've broken out of that. Though when we see the World card, it's telling us that some healing cycle, like we passed the tests and we did our healing and now we're ready to ascend or evolve onto a higher level. It's a card of feeling very comfortable in our own skin, being ready to be seen, being ready to be appreciated, being ready to be loved. So the love energy is completely and totally changing. The love energy is completely and totally shifting, Scorpio. You are evolved. And so a lot of you are going to be attracting or just kind of flowing, even if you're not trying to, but flowing towards a more evolved partner. Okay, if you're in a relationship that you guys have been having a particular issue that's been very hard to solve or, you know, get on the same page, the World card says that, you know, whatever healing needed to be done to understand this issue, it's under control. It's healed. It's done. Okay. And it's going to be up to you now that the healing has occurred, whether you want to continue or whether you want to go into the next kind of whatever else is out there in life. But some cycle is complete. Some lesson is finally learned once and for all. And now it's time to be in the higher vibration, to be in the higher level. Okay. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so Nine of Wands could indicate in some cases like a defensiveness, right? Like a fear of letting people in. Now, because your first card was the World card, it's probably not a fear of letting somebody in. It's going to be more so probably being very close to completing or finishing or getting to the next level of the person coming in or settling down. That's really what I feel, Scorpio. You guys are coming into very settled energy. It's not the energy where it's like, you know, oh, I'm just going to get out there and I'm just going to mess around and I'm going to have a good time. It's like you've done your healing. You know what you're worth. The World card also to me really indicates that you're getting yourself together in all aspects of your life. And so you're not looking for somebody that's going to make you feel like you're complete, right? Or, oh, my other half, because you know really nothing is missing. But you're just looking for the cherry on top of the sundae, right? Like you're good. You're confident with yourself. You're confident with what you're creating for yourself in your life. and you've been like, I can take it or leave it in terms of love. But now when you're in that I can take it or leave it energy, it's not through bitterness. It's not through resentment. It's through like legit, like you're content, right? Like you're stable, you're getting your roots down. And so it's like, well, somebody's gonna have to put roots down with me, or they can go right on by. And so in this way, I feel the Nine of Wands is that you're not playing hard to get, but it might come off that way to other people. Other people might see you as you're playing hard to get. But I really feel like you're in the energy of like, I'm good in my life, like I'm happy, right? So if somebody's gonna come in, they have to really add something. And if they're not adding something, if it's gonna be, if I'm seeing signs of drama, or if I'm seeing signs of this person doesn't know what they want, and they're not sure, and they just want to see where it goes, you're like, no, I'm not interested. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And so in this way, I do feel, Scorpio, many of you might have someone who might even be confessing to you that they have feelings for you, or they've been, you know, kind of into you for a long time, and they just kind of feel like you really shut them out, and you might not even know, you might not even realize this person feels this way. And so I feel like this person is confronting you about it and just saying, look, you know, I really feel like when I have made efforts of getting to know you better, or I really feel like when I've reached out, you have been very kind of, you know, like you don't want to talk to me, or I just feel like maybe you don't take me seriously, and I'd really like you. I'd really like you to take me seriously. So I feel like somebody is, I don't want to say calling you out, but in their mind, they're like kind of confronting you, like, hey, how come you rejected me? Like what's wrong with me? I need to hear it from you, Scorpio. I need to hear from you. Like, what is it about me that you're not into, that like you don't like? I just need to understand. And so I feel that for a lot of you, you're going to be very surprised. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't reject you. You know, because you've been busy. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing your own thing. You're not trying to chase after anybody. There's a lot going on in the world right now, you know, so you might be like, okay, well, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. But it wasn't my intention. Like, I wasn't intentionally trying to shut you out. I've just been focusing on improving myself. And, you know, I just kind of, you know, I'm not the kind of person that reads too deep into everything. I'm not the kind of person that if somebody says hello to me, I'm not like, oh my God, I think they like me. Oh my God, I think this is my person. Like, you know, I'm not that kind of person. So I didn't take that you were trying to get with me. So I think some of you are gonna have to make a decision here about whether or not you want to let somebody in. And even though you've done a lot of your healing, to have someone flat out step up to you and be like, Scorpio, I really care about you. Like, I really have true feelings for you, and I want to see where things go. I want to build a future with you. When you have something presented to you, like in your face, like serious like that, it will trigger for some of you a little bit of a fear, like, oh gosh, here we go again. You know, can I trust this person? Can I let them in? But Nine of Wands just says, look, as long as you allow yourself to learn from your past experiences, and you pay attention for, you know, just keep your eyes open. If you see any red flags, or if you see anything that's reminding you of previous relationships or exes, then you know that you can just, you know, just say, nope, no thank you, this is not gonna work. But in the meantime, right, you don't have to be afraid, right? Because you have the ability to examine the situation and see if there's anything that's, you know, reminiscent of the past. And if it is, you're able to say no thank you. So in this way, you don't have to be afraid to try again. In this way, you don't have to be afraid to you know, give love another chance, or, oh my gosh, what if I choose the wrong person? What if I trust the wrong person? You know, you're not going to go in head over heels just handing over your heart immediately. You're gonna, you know, give this some time and pay attention to what you're seeing, and in this way you can feel safe and confident. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Two of Cups. So like I said, I think this person kind of sees you as playing hard to get. They might also understand, like if I feel that for some of you, this is someone who's kind of just been right under your nose. Like it's been some, like a friend of the family, or a friend of like a sibling, or a friend of a friend, or a sibling of a friend, or maybe even one of your friends that you just kind of really haven't like thought that this person's into you. And so I feel like this person, for a lot of you, has knowledge of what you've been through, and how you've kind of struggled, and what your exes have done to you. I feel this person has a lot of knowledge, more than you realize, about your past relationships. And so this defensiveness, or this like playing hard to get, I feel that this person's like, you know what, Scorpio is really special. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do what I need to do to step up and to show Scorpio that I'm a giver, that I care, that I'm putting this effort forth, you know. Two of Cups is like a soulmate kind of, and not kind of, it is a soulmate energy. And so it can indicate the coming in of true love, right? When Two of Cups comes up, it's giver meets giver. And it's, you know, two people who are giving to one another, putting the other first, thinking, how can I make my partner happy? These are the relationships that are going to be successful. When you have two people and each person's trying to think, how can I make the other person happy? These are the relationships that are going to be the strongest. And we have here the keyword of partnership. If you're new to tarot and you have a hard time remembering what the cards mean, this is a pretty cool deck because it does have little keywords at the bottom. It can kind of help you remember. As always, I always include the information of the cards I'm using in the description of the video. But this is a Two of Cups kind of relationship. This is real. This is legit. This isn't like, you know, Netflix and chill, or let's just see what happens, or, oh, I'm not looking for anything too serious right now. You know, this is just an energy of, you know, really having emotional intimacy or emotional bonding. And I really think this is the big thing for you guys, Scorpio, that what you've been manifesting, right? There's a few other signs that have messages coming up that like they're manifesting a new relationship. But the Two of Cups tells me, Scorpio, you're not just manifesting a new relationship, you're manifesting deep emotional connection, like real legit intimacy. And that's the thing, that's where I feel like you guys are in that take it or leave it. You're not like, oh, I could take it or leave it in terms of like, you know, because you're bitter or because you're hurt, but because you're like I want it, I want to feel that connection. And if I don't feel it, then, you know, I'm not just gonna be with just anybody. And so I feel like your eyes are opening, and some of you might be like, well, I don't want somebody like that that's been under my nose, because then that must mean I'm not attracted to them, and if I was attracted to them, I would have considered them. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, Scorpio, and some of you might get upset with me, and that's okay. That's all right. It is what it is, and it's my job to just read the energy and tell you how I see it. You can agree with me, you can not agree with me, that's fine, you know. But I feel that, I do feel that there's attraction here with this person, but I don't feel that the reason why you never considered them or you never thought of them, I don't think it was a thing about them being unattractive. What it was, because you had that World card, you had that Nine of Wands, you were too hurt for a long time. You were too in the element of needing to heal your triggers. And when we have unresolved issues, or if we haven't done our healing, we're going to be attracted to people who are going to hurt us. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. When you're looking to heal through love, you are attracting all these different partners that are going to come in and kick up the dust and the old wounds, right? But if you step away from love and you do the healing and then you come back into it, then you're going to attract like a stable partner, not a karmic lesson. And so you were being attracted to the karmics, or you were being attracted to the people that were going to trigger you. And that's why you didn't notice this person. Because this person is a good person. This person is somebody that they're going to step up and they're going to do right by you. I do feel there's physical attraction, because Two of Cups is like a true love energy. And you can't have that kind of connection if you don't feel an attraction. So I think before it was just that you were attracted to people that were going to hurt you, right? But now that the energy is healed and it's shifting and your eyes are opening up, and this person's like, okay, you know, like they're swooping in and they're trying to prove to you to give them a chance. And I really feel like most of you are just like, whoa, I had no idea. Like, you might even be very flattered. Some of you might even think that, oh, I didn't think this person would go for me. But no, they're into you, my dears. Your next card here, Scorpio, is Page of Cups. Okay, for some of you, the person could be a little bit younger, and it could be a water sign, because traditionally pages can indicate younger individuals. You know, cups is going to be water sign energy. But overall, regardless of if this person is younger or not, this is somebody who's very playful. Somebody who's very kind of youthful, somebody who, regardless of their age, they have a lot of playfulness. They have a lot of, wanting to try things and experience life and be happy. But the Page of Cups, and this is something I have said in previous readings, the Page of Cups is a card that comes up for me when we're dealing with somebody whose heart chakra is just barely opening up. And so we might do a little bit of like this cha-cha, right? Like the heart's opening up and we're feeling all of these big intense feelings, and it may get a little bit overwhelming because these are really big feelings and we were so closed off for so long. And now that the big feelings are coming in, we might want to take some steps back. We may even want to run away. And in this instance, I don't think it's the person. That's the Page of Cups energy, Scorpio. I feel that for a lot of you, the majority of you, 99.9% of you, you are the Page of Cups, because you've been so busy focusing on your healing and focusing on life that, you know, love hasn't been on your radar for a really long time. And now that not only is there a new love interest coming in, this is someone that you really like. This is someone that you're really wanting this to work out. And they seem to be really into you as well. So you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like, what if, you know, this doesn't work out? Or what if, you know, they change their mind, or we get closer and they change their mind, or, oh my gosh, I'm really, really feeling very, like I'm falling for this person. And so that can kick up some fear, right? That can kick up some fear, you know, or you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. For some of you, it could even be a space thing. Like, wow, this person's so expressive and so affectionate, and I just feel a little bit overwhelmed. And there's just, sometimes I need some space. I can't, it's too much affection. And so you might have to just let the person know that, hey, you know what, I'm really liking, you know, getting to know you. I'm really liking having you in my life, but I just, you know, I need to just go slow. Like, I'm serious about this. I'm committed. I'm invested, but it's really intense. And that's the thing about Scorpios, right? When we are in relationships, those relationships can become very, very intense, or they can move forward very quickly. And so this is what you're gonna have to really let this person know, like, hey, there's a lot of, you know, passion building here. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of connection. There's a lot of deep emotional feelings that are forming fairly quickly. And I'm all about, you know, continuing the relationship. But, you know, instead of running away, instead of like shooting yourself in the foot and sabotaging it and running it away, maybe just kind of pump the brakes a little bit and let the person know that I'm really enjoying this, but we just need to go a little bit more slowly here. Some of you, the person could be a childhood friend who has kind of like resurfaced. And this is why you haven't thought of the person, because it's like it's in your past and you kind of moved on. Scorpio, for some of you, it's somebody that had a crush on you. and they're just kind of like looking you up, like, hey, remember me from back in the day? You know, so for some of you, the Page of Cups can indicate this as well. Alrighty, Scorpios, you might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, or your Venus video if you haven't already. Some months, those might resonate with you more than others. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, you can click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there. This weekend, if you guys saw my bright orange and yellow nails, I chose these because they reminded me of the giveaway for August, and I'm a little late announcing the giveaway for August, but I will be announcing it on Instagram and Facebook, Amethystangellight, this weekend. So check that out if you want to keep up with the giveaways that I'm doing. And I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful month, Scorpio. Hopefully I'll see you all in the weekly forecasts as well.